So your sales team is using AI, right? And you're probably hearing some great things, more efficiency, better emails, the whole deal. But there's always that one nagging question from leadership and maybe even from yourself. How do we actually prove it's working? Well, today we're going to break down a really clear framework for measuring the true ROI of AI in your sales process.
And just so you know, all the information we're covering in this explainer comes directly from Chapter 9 of the Prompt Engineering tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC.
Okay, let's just get right to it. You've invested in the tools, the training, and the time. But is your sales AI actually delivering the results you hoped for? It's a massive question, and for a lot of managers, the answer feels, well, frustratingly vague.
And that brings us to what I like to call the ROI puzzle. We can field the benefits, can't we? The team seems like they're moving faster, the emails feel sharper, but trying to pin down a hard number to justify the investment, it can feel like trying to nail jelly to a wall.
I mean, how do you really quantify better quality? How do you draw a straight line from time saved on admin tasks directly to revenue? These are those awesome indirect benefits that are super valuable, but, they're notoriously difficult to measure. You've got to find a way to connect them to the bottom line.
So how do we solve this thing? The mistake I see most teams make is they go looking for one single magic metric that tells them everything. The real key is to stop doing that. Instead, we need to look at the value of AI through two totally distinct lenses, and this approach is what finally makes all that intangible stuff tangible.
Okay, so on one side, you've got direct productivity. Think of this as simply doing more faster. But on the other side, you have quality and outcomes, and this is all about getting better results. And here's the absolute key. If you only measure one of these, you're getting a dangerously incomplete picture. You need both.
Let's start with direct productivity. This is the more, faster side of the coin. We're talking about things you can count. A measurable jump in outreach volume without hiring more people. A huge drop in the time it takes to draft a proposal. Or, much faster response times to prospects. These are the gears of the sales machine just turning more efficiently.
But listen, efficiency is only half the story. Now we have to move from just activity to actual results. Are the engagement rates on those AI-assisted emails really higher? Are your win rates starting to tick up? Are you seeing your average deal size grow? This is where all that time you save should translate directly into dollars.
And this brings up another crucial distinction: leading versus lagging indicators. Think of it like this. Your productivity metrics, like how many emails you send, those are leading indicators. They're like seeing clouds gather before a storm. They help predict future success. Your outcome metrics, like your win rate, are lagging indicators. They're the final rainfall total. They show you the results of what you've already done. A really great framework tracks both, so you can connect the cause to the effect.
Okay, so we know what to measure now. But the big question is, how do you actually build a system to do it? Well, that's where a clear, step-by-step framework comes in. It takes what feels like a messy problem and turns it into an organized, manageable process. And here it is. It's a simple, 5-step process. First, you got to define your baseline. You have to know your starting point. Then, set really clear objectives for what success actually looks like. Third, implement some simple tracking. Fourth, and this is critical, set up regular reviews to actually look at the data. And finally, use those insights to adjust and optimize. Now let's see how this actually turns into action.
Because, let's be honest, measurement just for the sake of measurement is totally pointless. The whole goal of collecting this data is to use it to get better. This is all about transforming numbers on a dashboard into smart, strategic decisions for your team. So what's your first move? Look for the bright spots. Is there a specific prompt library that's driving huge time savings? Is there one particular salesperson who's just getting incredible results? Find those little pockets of excellence, figure out what they're doing differently, and then scale that success across the entire team.
The data is also amazing at showing you where things aren't working. If adoption is lagging, your numbers can help you figure out why. Is the training just not clicking with people? Are the prompts too complex? The data points you to the real problem so you can create a targeted fix instead of just guessing.
Okay, this is a big one. It is so easy to get obsessed with those productivity gains. But your data can act as a crucial check and balance. I mean, are you sending way more emails, but getting way fewer replies? If your efficiency metrics are shooting up, but your quality outcomes are dipping, you know you've got a problem. It's time to recalibrate.
And that really brings us to the core idea of this whole thing. This isn't some one-and-done project you set up and then forget about. No way. Measuring AI's ROI has to be a dynamic, ongoing process. It's a continuous improvement loop.
It really boils down to this simple but incredibly powerful cycle. You measure your performance. You use what you learn to refine your prompts, your training, your whole strategy. You see the improvement in your results, and then you just repeat the process, getting a little smarter and a little more effective with every single cycle.
So I'll leave you with this thought. Your AI is a powerful tool, no doubt. But like any tool, it's going to get dull if you don't maintain it. Measurement isn't just about justifying a purchase. It's about continuously sharpening that tool. It's how you make sure you're always getting the absolute best performance from your team and your technology. The question is, are you measuring to sharpen it?